Hey everybody, you're going to need to listen to this one a couple of times because it's taken me a little while to be able to put it in a way that makes sense even to me, uh, in clarity. This is Dr. Art. I'm coming to drop a word on y'all. The Bible tells us in Acts chapter 13, verse 36, for David, after he accomplished the purpose of God in his own generation, fell asleep. God had a purpose for David in David's own generation. We've talked about the fact that God has great things for us. We've talked about the fact that you were born for this time and not just in this time. But now we have to be clear and drill down on that a little bit to talk about the fact that God has a purpose for you in this time. He has a why for you. But in addition to the why, he has a how for you to be able to accomplish that why. And those are both called a part of the idea of purpose. So you have a why and a how for your purpose. As I've told you, we have calling, purpose, and assignment. Calling is what God creates you to be, purpose is what God creates you to do, and assignment is where you do it. As a life coach and working with people, a certified life coach, I help people discover their how so they can get after their why. I help them discover their how so they can get after their why. If you don't know your how, you won't have a real clear sense of how to get after the particular why. Because your why is what your how looks like lived in the future. Your why is what your how looks like lived in the future. You have to know your purpose to help you get after your destiny. Understanding that those two things, that God has a purpose uh, for you, and God gives you a purpose. You have that why and a how. You were born for a purpose and with a purpose. And it's important to know your purpose, your how, to be able to effectively get after your why. That's what I love doing, helping people doing that. And in addition to the work I do as a pastor, I love helping people get after and get a clear sense of their how so they know how to get after their why. Otherwise, you'll just be going off in any direction if you don't have a clear sense of what the how God uses you. This is Dr. Art talking about getting after your why and your how. Peace out.